Hello, friends. Welcome to DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low-stakes, absolutely no-shame story of a DNF in the ultramarathon, sub-ultra, FKT, or three-hike world. For those that are not familiar, DNF stands for Dirt Nap. Finally. JK. It doesn't mean that.
That's one of our best ones, I think.
I was trying to think of the enthusiasm at which I would say that, so it made sense, and I think I nailed it. But for those that don't know, it means did not finish, which did not finish an ultramarathon, sub-ultra, whatever. You understand. So we're just talking about DNFs on this podcast. We haven't been around for a couple weeks, and it's fine because we've been doing our own things and we haven't been DNFing. So that's great. We are accepting DNF stories through our email, dnfconfessions@gmail.com, or you can slide into our DMs on Instagram at DNF Diaries. Please send us your stories about quitting an endurance effort. If you'd like to be kept anonymous, we can do that too. That's how we keep this podcast running. So please send us your stories. We will keep you anonymous if it's a story about pooping or anything of the sorts. But anyways, my name is Tara Dower. My chosen adventure has been a lot of perusing lately. I've been hard into the perusing of the internet. I've been on social media. I've also been just putzing around the mountains. I've been putzing and hiking. I've been doing some running, but we'll get into why I'm just putzing and perusing later. Who am I joined by?
I'm Arlee Hiskey, and my chosen adventure has also been scrolling on my cell phone recently, which is why I turned it into grayscale only today. Heard about it on a gossip podcast. Shout out Shameless. And also just running in the early morning hours is now my chosen form of running. It's been great.
Yeah. And today we have another guest.
I wanted us to do it at the same time.
Oh, we can try. Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. We have a guest on the podcast today. And her name is Liz. I'm going to introduce Liz. She's our second guest on our podcast. Liz is a Boston-based pianist, composer, and passionate trail athlete. She recently graduated from the Longy School of Music in 2025, this year, with a double master's of music and collaborative piano and composition. Her trail achievements include the Appalachian Trail, women's supported northbound, fastest known time with a time of 51 days, 16 hours, and 30 minutes, and Kungsleden. Is that how you say that?
I'm not Swedish, so I actually don't know.
Kungsleden or King's Trail in Sweden. With 6 days, 7 hours, and 50 minutes, getting the women's self-supported record, along with so many other notable FKTs, ultras. She also recently finished the PCT, that's the Pacific Crest Trail, in the third fastest time for women and 8th fastest time overall self-supported. She embodies a blend of artistry and athleticism. Today, she's going to share one of her trail DNFs with us. Welcome, Liz. Can you introduce us and tell us your chosen adventure?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I can really relate to your putzing around because I have been doing a lot of that post PCT. And I know you didn't ask me my chosen adventure, but I wanted to share that too. I'm like, oh, that's fun. I'm remodeling my bathroom. So my chosen adventure is looking at lots and lots of tiles and agonizing over which shade of white. And it's the perfect activity.
So would it be safe to say you're putzing around the Home Depot?
That is absolutely
Okay,
correct.
we're all putzing
Yeah.
and perusing here.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. Well, Liz is going to tell us her story after we get into some Ultra News updates, short stories about a run we've been on recently. But first, we want to thank Ultra for sponsoring. Arlee, do you have a shoe that you're like digging right now?
Yo, I've been sending in the Olympus per usual.
275?
No, regulars. Haven't worn the 275
Oh.
since that one time, which they were great. They just haven't put them back on yet. The Olympus are great. I wore them this weekend. They were fantastic. I think they're maybe still wet, but that's not their fault.
Well, I feel like living in the Northeast, shoes just continually
Happens.
stay wet.
Yeah, they really go through the ringer.
I've been really digging the 275s a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah, they provided so much support on the long trail, and they're not like, I could definitely tell the weight difference between the regular Olympus and the 275s when I was on the long trail. So I was like, give me those freaking 275s. I need the lightest thing.
They
Yeah.
feel so different.
You wore just the
regular
Olympus on the PCT?
Yeah, I actually switched back and forth between the regular and the 275. I liked both for different reasons, but I think I leaned slightly more toward the 275. It kept the dust and dirt out a little bit better, and I didn't even wear the, and what's it called?
The gator? Yeah.
I didn't wear gaiters when I wore those, and they worked pretty well. And then I also liked the amount of toe space, and then I also liked that I could just yank them as tight as I possibly could, and it never hurt the top of my foot. I could make them really snug.
Interesting.
And it wouldn't bother me, where I have to be a little more careful with the regular Olympus. And
yeah,
so
I find that too. Okay, I got to go back to the 275s this weekend.
Yeah, I'm digging them so far. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get into Ultra News right now. I think there's a lot that's happened, so I've kind of strategically picked some stuff, but I just spent so much time in the Northeast, so I am pretty focused on a lot of Northeast efforts. So this is going to be Northeast heavy.
Nice.
But we're going to talk about a smattering of a lot of different things. First one is Andrew Drummond. He set the unsupported FKT on the 231-mile Diarietisma with a time of 4 days, 22 hours, 43 minutes. It has 86,000 feet in gain. And Arlee, can you give us a picture of what the Diarietisma is?
Kind of, sort of. What I know about it is that it just links up all of New Hampshire's 48 4,000 footers into a single footpath, kind of a route that encapsulates going up all of them. And I think that there are a couple bushwhacks probably.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the route is I don't know if it's everybody does the same route or if you can just kind of make one that you think is best. But I'm sure within the community of people doing Diarietismas, there are strong opinions about what is the best kind of most efficient way to go about it. And it's the whites are gnarly as all get out. I think everybody kind of knows that and has heard that about the whites.
Yeah. They sure are. But there was another FKT sent on them. And Arlee, you found this one. Do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I saw on Instagram that this girl, Lexi Jackson, also just set a self-supported women's FKT on the Diarietisma in 5 days, 16 hours, and 30 minutes. And that is so badass. I think she took 2 days off of the previous female unsupported time.
Wow. 2 days?
2 days. The previous record was 7 days and 11 hours. So almost 2 days off of it, which is incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's her Instagram? We were loving the Instagram bio and username.
It's the best Instagram handle I've ever heard of. Bitches on Ridges. It's incredible.
So if you want to follow her, you can follow her there. So good. And then we're gonna get into UTMB 2025. Ruth Croft came out on top. Camille Brujas came out on second, and Katarina came out on third. And it was a cool race to watch. Ruth and Courtney were pretty aggressive in the beginning. And I don't know if it was an injury or just like fatigue, but Courtney dropped off and Ruth just freaking pounded it and came out on top. Tom Evans. That sound like a fart.
There's like all these kids that bike in the street outside of our house. I think it was one of them.
I was like, did Arlee just freaking rip one? Should I say something? Oh, okay. Anyways, Tom Evans also came out on top. I think they said it was like the biggest gap as far as like first and second place ever. I don't know. That might be wrong, but it was a big gap. He did really well. He won. So good. Excuse me if I don't pronounce this right, but Ben Deham. That's definitely not right.
I don't know.
Demon. Yeah. Ben Demon got second. Also an ASICS athlete. Tom and Ben are ASICS athletes.
The memes have been killing me about the ASICS.
Who would have thought?
It's like, did you know that you could win UTMB in volleyball shoes?
I mean, there's got to be something to it, right? Okay,
it's
but
so
then
good.
Josh Wade got third, and it was a fun race to watch. I'll give him that. It was cool. It's a cool race. We're gonna move on though.
We'll talk about it more later.
Tori, Chewy, Constantine set the unsupported FKT on August 5th on the Long Trail with a time of 5 days, 19 hours, and 28 minutes. If you know the Long Trail, you know how impressive that is. She lowered the bar quite a bit, and this is her first FKT, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
She's going to do so many great things. But she like also works as a nurse. Like she's a full-time nurse.
Yeah.
And just like cool, calm, collected, real cool girl. We love Chewy. Keep doing it, Chewy. Not that. We're gonna move on to another Northeast story, or I guess just East Coast. Jeff Garmeyer, he continues south on his self-supported Appalachian Trail FKT. Update, a mouse tore through his Big Meadows resupply box, causing him to scramble for a resupply. That, if you know FKTs, if you know where he's at in his FKT, he is more than halfway, definitely in a nutrition deficit, and he is doing everything on his own. And to walk up to get his box and for him to have to throw out everything and to try to figure out what to do as far as nutrition and charging things, that is quite the headache. I mean, that's definitely a hard thing he's doing right now. So our hearts are with him.
He ended up like walking. I think he went to try to find another store that was open, but then it wasn't open, and he had gone like a mile or two off trail, but then didn't even get anything for his effort. I felt very stressed just listening to the latest video, and I felt a lot of empathy for him.
Yeah. I saw a video update this afternoon that he was like 30 miles from his like actual resupply box.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
He's done a lot on candy bars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Godspeed.
I love watching the dot. It's dot watching season. Lois Bastine has ended her 45-year running streak at age 88, logging 16,526 consecutive days of running. She stopped due to arthritis. Wild. She started in the 1980s.
Wow.
That's
crazy. So again, all of these updates are from Ken Seals. on his Substack. So go follow his Substack. Literally everything, all the updates we get, he describes it so well. And he talks at length about all the things we are describing that we're relaying here. So he wrote up on her, and just at age 88, the running streak, a 45-year running streak, that kind of encouraged me to start a running streak like that. What do you guys think about that?
So much dedication.
Yeah. I mean, you said she started in the 80s, and like, I know we're in 2025, but I'm like, that's still not that long ago. And she logged that many, like, that's, I mean, I know it's like 40, but still. Yeah.
Dude,
that's so impressive.
It's wild.
Yeah. We love to see it. Ken Seals had on there on his Substack talking about like where she was as far as like women, like top people, like top running streaks for women and top running streaks overall. I didn't write that down, but if you want to see where she stands, you can follow his Substack. We're going to move on to Leadville. We have a story in the West, finally. David Roach broke his Leadville course record with a time of 15:12. And Ann Flowers broke Ann Trayson's 31-year-old women's record at Leadville with a time of 17 hours and 58 minutes.
Incredible.
So, yeah, and she was second overall, too.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
The Trail Society podcast had a really good interview with her about her win at Leadville.
Yeah?
Highly recommend listening to that
Okay.
episode. I think it was their most recent episode or second most recent, something like that.
Okay.
But really good interview with her. She's incredible. She's, I think, also like a nurse. I think she's like an ER nurse or works in healthcare in some way. So incredible.
We support healthcare workers. Go Ann.
Yeah.
Killian began his States of Elevation project, a month-long plan to link 600 miles of running and 2,400 miles of biking across the U.S. to link up the 14ers. And the LA Freeway? He did that. He started with the LA Freeway.
Which is in Colorado, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best of luck to Killian.
Wait, so he is riding his bikes in between all the 14ers, so it's like a self-powered journey all the way.
Yeah, he has a crew following him.
Yeah.
But he is doing all the running and he's getting there self-powered, which is so cool.
Oh, it's like such a unique project. It's so incredible that he thought of that, and like the planning. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if this goes well for him, I think that would be such a cool adventure to just like do, not even like set a record, like hang out and go to all the 14ers. I'm obligated to talk about this, but I just set the Long Trail FKT 3 days, 18 hours, 29 minutes, and it was fun and it was hard and I feel great and I'm happy I did it. So that's that.
You did so incredible.
My feet are still shedding, and it's they're shedding so much. My toes, I mean, they look.
We should.
Oh yeah, look at you, Liz.
I think yours are worse, actually.
Yeah, I've got quite the smattering of.
Yeah,
blisters.
You've got some good ones. Yours are kind of like up in the front. Mine are kind of in the back.
And if I'm to describe me and Liz's feet, they look like, maybe like some chalk was rubbed on our feet, and there's sheets of skin coming off,
and like under the skin, there's still some dark, dark color.
Yeah. So it definitely. Did you get a pedicure?
I actually did.
Oh, wow.
Like yesterday. Yeah.
What'd they say?
I waited a few weeks. She was horrified and asked like what it's a place like I haven't been like she doesn't know me and she was just like, what were you doing? And I was like, I went for a really long hike from Mexico to Canada.
Oh my gosh.
And then we talked about hiking for a while and it was great. And she did not make me feel ashamed.
Oh,
it was great.
good.
That's lovely.
That's my biggest reservation with going to like the nail place, because like I have dry hands most of the time. They look really great right now. And then like my feet just always are
No, that's why you're
Silly.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it'll take like several times or more to get maybe it's a journey.
I gotta find my lady. I gotta
Yeah.
find my person to go to.
I think she's out there.
And then the last thing I want to talk about, I'm just like, want to like kind of throw it out there. I just want to be like, hey, everybody, do you remember this? Do you remember when we were all like boycotting UTMB? No?
Because
Okay,
they
cool.
bought out a local race and shut it down in Canada.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, let's stop going to UTMB because they're like monopolizing trail running for money.
Yeah.
And because they're like with Ironman and blah, blah, blah. I don't really know the politics of triathlon.
No.
But now like everyone's just like, let's rage at UTMB every year. Like,
we love UTMB.
What happened?
I just, I don't claim to know anything about anything, but I'm just like, I just remember that. And I'm like, oh, this is quite different from like a couple years ago. Like seeing UTMB, it's like very different from what I remember everyone feeling like about it. But what do I know? I'm just
what do I know?
I'm just
I'm not trying to run UTMB ever. So
no, I don't see myself in a crowd of 20,000 people. No, I don't think it's that many people, but like definitely
it seems
not
like that many.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it was even that long ago. But yeah, it was like,
oh,
we hate UTMB now, and people are not signing up for the races, and they're boycotting it and not going this year. And then, yeah,
I think everyone went.
I think everybody went. Killian did not. Killian does not. He's still boycotting, I think.
For like ethics or for just
he's
doing other stuff.
He's like, I am busy. I am. My name is Killian, and I am busy.
We saw Jim. He's there.
Jim is there, and he's on fire. Did you see him in the sombrero?
Killed me.
Did you see? Did you see? Okay. By the way, Jim, love you if you listen. Hey,
yeah, shout out.
How's it going?
You're incredible.
We love you. But did you see him fall?
Yeah,
he was running to the finish and he slipped. Can we get some non-slip? I don't know, street.
This is why they need to shoe test in New England.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so embarrassing for Hoka, honestly. Like, wow.
UTMB by Hoka.
You almost like destroyed your top athlete. Okay.
Or is it Hoka by UTMB?
Oh. Oh, well, anyways, just if you remember that boycott, just like go to our Instagram and, put a little emoji in there. Like, the little emoji where the person's like raising their hand.
Oh, I'm going to find a meme from it now that I'm in charge of the Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Arlee's taking over.
Arlee's going to take over the Instagram. That's also a shout out for our Instagram. It is at DNF Diaries. I've just like forgotten to post, and I think that's probably because I was just like busy with the long trail, but like,
oh, good. Yeah. There's a Reddit thread.
Oh, no way.
Oh, it does talk about Killian.
Okay. Give us the deep. Give us a deep.
Would you like a dramatic reading?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Months ago, these two trail running superstars were rallying elites to boycott UTMB and back alternative races, particularly Gary Robbins' would-be next race. Then, and the two trail running superstars in reference are Killian and Zach Miller.
Yes.
Then UTMB seemed to have talked with them virtually and released a very generalized, "We will do better from now on." After this, we never heard from either again with regards to criticizing the UTMB / Ironman. What do you think happened there? A gag order? Threats? Paid to hush? This post is not about being cool to hate on UTMB, but just worried that they are monopolizing the trail scene and there's no one now to stop them. A lot of races in my country have UTMB indexes now.
Yeah.
That was a year ago on Reddit.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes it be like that. I have a feeling UTMB will be. I have a feeling like I have not done a UTMB race yet, but I'm well aware that I will probably do one the next year or two because it's going to be impossible not to.
Courtney does a lot of them.
Yeah, and she's our queen, so she's got to be onto something. Yeah, I trust her with my life, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyways.
I worship her, so. Moving on to our story.
Do you want to get into a story about a run, or do you want to just get into Liz's story?
I just want to hear Liz's story.
Yeah, I don't really have any recent run stories that I'm interested to talk about.
Yeah, let's hear Liz's story.
Are you ready to talk about yourself?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're talk about UTMB, and maybe, I advocate for the self-supported adventures. I kind of like being away from the hoopla, and I don't know, just like creating, I'm not creating the path, but I like seeking out trails and just like throwing on a backpack and seeing what happens. But
you can do the Mont Blanc or like TMB.
Yeah.
You can do that on your own.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to UTMB.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone should know that.
We're an educational podcast, by the way. Pure education.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought maybe I'd share a little bit about my Virginia section of the AT FKT attempt, which I think was only last summer. So I'm coming off of my, it was a PCT FKT attempt. I did not get the FKT, but I stuck with it and like still had a great time. Like I had a great time as in I had a lot of fun out there. And then I still like finished in a relatively fast time just because that's the style I like. Like that's just the way I like to hike. And to rewind a little bit, like you mentioned, I hiked the AT supported 5 years ago, and that was, I mean,
I can't believe that was 5 years ago.
I know, it's wild. That's where Tara and I first met. She came in and walked with me on the trail, which is really great. But that for me, that was, I mean, it was a all out effort. I like suffered and I got very little sleep. I had horrible shin splints. I had blisters and there was a toe infection. I still cannot fully bend my big toe. Actually, I can't bend it at all. It just like the joint does not bend and I can still function okay. So it's fine. But I bring that up because the AT and the PCT were very different experiences because I think on the PCT, I was like, I don't know if I want to go to that deep, dark place I went to on the AT. I didn't like decide that going into it. You know, I went into it like, I want to go for a record, but I think maybe what I ended up finding was like, actually, I want to not just like run myself into the ground the way I did before. Like, I want to make sure I'm taking care of myself. I want to make sure I'm eating enough. I didn't realize what a social person I was until getting out there and being alone for the desert for days and days. And then when I did see hikers or trail angels, I was so excited to like meet them and talk to them. And so I made time for that on my journey. And that felt really important. So I had like a more, like in a nutshell, just a more maybe holistic experience on the PCT. And I thought I'd talk about my Virginia ATFKT attempt today because I think that's when I was sort of coming to terms with all of that. It was a self-supported attempt. Heather Anderson, as far as I know, she has the fastest known time through Virginia. I know there was another there was a self-supported attempt this past summer. I think her name's Jenna.
Oh, yeah. I forget her trail name, but Jenna. She works in the Blue Ridge Hiking Company.
Right, yeah. So she hiked the entire AT, self-supported, southbound this summer. So I'm like, maybe she broke the Virginia. I don't know. But uh, what am I trying to say? Yeah, I went into that wanting to go for the self-supported record, and yeah, like I, I had my whole little itinerary and spreadsheet and everything all planned out. And I think, yeah, day 1 went great. Day 2 went fine. And I forget exactly when it happened, but it was a few days in that I think I just caught some kind of bug.
Oh,
And
yeah, I remember that.
yeah, which is wild because the same thing happened when Tara and I were on a training multi-day adventure getting ready for
Was it the
the
same?
Colorado Trail.
Was it the same like feelings and everything?
Yes. I was like, what's wrong?
Can I describe how you were on that?
Yes.
So I could give people a picture. So me and Liz were doing like, it was from, what is it called? Rockfish Gap.
Yeah, right. But just where the Shenandoah National Park start, the south end, but we were going south from there.
Yeah, going south, and we were training for a Colorado Trail. And Liz, like the first day went okay, but then like I think it was towards the end of that day where it's just like you were getting more tired.
Yeah.
And you were just like the next day, well, we only slept for like we didn't sleep for a lot of time.
A couple hours.
Yeah, but then I couldn't wake up in that morning, but so couldn't either. But like I eventually woke up and felt good to run a little bit, and I was feeling really good, but then you just like you were still so tired.
Yeah.
And I remember you took a nap. I forget what that bald is called. We went up and over this bald, and you were like, I need to sleep. Like I'm so tired and exhausted.
And I don't think I'd ever done that before. I don't think I'd ever taken like a dirt nap.
You took a proper dirt nap.
Yeah, I think that was my first one. I don't think I ever did that on the AT. This was after that I had hiked the entire AT. But yeah, so it was, I mean, yeah, kind of similar to that. And I just got really congested or something. But I don't know. It was pretty much like as soon as something started to go wrong, this is back to my self-supported Virginia attempt. I didn't feel good. I definitely was sick with something, and I couldn't breathe out of my nostrils at all. Like I had a dream that I was suffocating, and then I woke up and was actually like,
oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Like you need to breathe during these things, and like to live, you need to breathe. So I could understand the concern.
Yeah,
breathing's crucial.
Valid concern.
Breathing's important, but I think. It's like even though it was true that I did not feel good and that, I was having some congestion thing, it's like my brain and maybe my body too is just telling me stop. And so I was like, I need to get out of this. I need to stop. Like, what's my nearest exit? Like, what can I do? And I saw that Woods Hole Hostel Woods Hole Hostel was pretty close by, and I could either. I'm making up numbers because I just don't remember, but it's like I could either hike the 7-mile switchback way to get there on the true AT, or I could take the 2-mile shortcut on the old AT to get there, which is straight up. and I was like, well, I feel terrible and want to stop immediately and get help or whatever, or just find somewhere where I can rest up. So I felt what's the word? Conflicted about what to do, but just my want for just immediate relief won. And I took the 2-mile trail up to Woods Hole, and I got a hot meal. I rested up. It was a beautiful 70 degrees sunny day, and I was bundled up in every single thing I had brought, and all the other hikers were milling around in t-shirts and stuff. I stayed away from everyone, and just to be clear, but
there's Liz over there. Stay away from her. She's got bubonic plague or something.
Got something, yeah. But I took the day and rested, and I did feel better the next morning enough to be like, well, yeah, I mean, I already kind of self-sabotaged, and if I wanted to go back and get the record, I'd have to backtrack, and I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of preemptively made this decision without seeing it through, and without just, well, it's like, what if I had just rested? What if I had just stopped in place and rested? I had food with me, like what? And I don't. So I guess I chose that more instantaneous comfort, and so I got up early in the morning. So this is just one night at Woods Hole, but it was very dark. I forget, but it was the wee hours of the morning, and I got up and I was like, no, I should do this properly.
yeah.
And I started to hike back the way I came to get back on the proper AT.
The 2 miles back.
Yeah.
Was it down? You said it was straight up. So was it down?
Eventually it was.
Yeah.
It's like you go straight up a hill, but then you walk, I think maybe off trail on a road for a bit to get to where Woods Hole is. So I was going back down the gravel road toward the steep hill down, but then I again was just, I kind of agonizing over this decision. I was like, I am maybe not feeling 100%. It's the middle of the night. Is this really what I should be doing right now? Like,
what was kind of like pushing you to like want to go back out and like keep doing it? Like, what was kind of like in your mind that was like, no, I should like go back and keep trying, or like do it differently?
oh, I hate being a quitter. I hate it. I don't ever want to give up. And so I think it just felt like morally the right thing to do, or it's like I should try, like maybe it's like my honor, or like and but all that being said, I was eventually like, this is stupid, and I turned around again, and then I went to hike back. Like I just started hiking. I was like, what way was I going? North. So the way that I was originally going, but skipping, I was essentially forfeiting the FKT because I had skipped a chunk of the trail. And then I called my friend David Horton,
Our sweet
sweet friend. Yeah, that's right. And he came and picked me up. And it, like, by the time I got to where he picked me up, it was early morning, and he had we were quite a pair because he had just returned from he had a bike trip. It was like a self-supported bike race, but I think something I won't go into he hit a pothole, and like basically his face was torn up.
Yeah, and he's like not a young guy. He's like 80, 70s.
He's in his 70s. Yeah.
I forget.
But we were kind of just like poking fun at ourselves. I mean, he was in a serious accident, like, so it's not, but we were just like, wow, we're quite a pair. I'm like, just I don't know. Like,
were you feeling like way more sick? What were like the symptoms at this point for you?
I'm just going by memory, but I'm like, I think I was feeling better for the most, maybe just a little tired, but I think my stuffiness had gone away, and I had maybe a scratchy throat, and my voice was a little hoarse, but I felt okay enough, maybe not like 100%. And so it's like, if I had continued hiking, it probably would have been a short day, or I would have just taken it easy.
Yeah.
And I'm still mad about it, like mad at myself. And he ended up, so he picked me up, and like we went to now I remember, I walked into a town and just got some breakfast or something. Then he met me at the shop, and then we like drove around a little bit, and even like walked together on the AT some, which was really nice because like he set a record on the AT, and it was just like, I don't know, we were just like walking on the trail and reliving memories together, and then I stayed, I think, at his and his wife Nancy's house for a night, and then he dropped me back off at the trail, and I ended up continuing on to hike just for as much time as I had given myself, just hiking maybe like 20 to 30 mile days. And at first I was like, this is great. I like, I didn't want to, I didn't want that record anyway. and, and I'm just going to have fun and eat ice cream like whenever I, go by a town, and I'm just going to do what I want and have fun. And so I did, like, I did just have fun the rest of the time and enjoyed not having the pressure. But then ultimately I hated it. I mean, I didn't hate it in the moment, but I just, it didn't, it was like the temporary comforts did not ultimately satisfy me at all. And I like, just, it was a really good lesson.
Yeah.
Because like, it's so, wanting that instant relief from, being sick, or which is, I mean, like, it's fair to take care of yourself when you're sick.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, man, I don't like that. I ultimately, I don't think I necessarily had to get up at midnight and keep hiking, but it's like, maybe I could have just taken half a day and then kept going slow, and then just see, like, give yourself a chance to see what happens instead of just making a decision where you can't take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's the most, because since Virginia, you've done you've done the two in Sweden.
Yeah.
And you've done the PCT. Do you think you've taken from that Virginia experience?
Yeah. So since Virginia, I hiked the Kungsleden, with the King's Trail, which is, like, in English it's called the King's Trail in Sweden, later that summer, and then I hiked the PCT. I think those are the two, like, FKT attempts I've had since then. I think it's something that I still am grappling with in how I approach my hikes, because it's like I don't, when I go for the, you know breakneck speed, not even speed, but just like being so focused and only thinking of efficiency, and don't like getting as little sleep as I can, and like going that route, if that's my only approach, then I end up not liking it as much and like not having like a great time. But if I decide I want to have just have a great time and not worry about so much, covering as many miles as I can per day and setting like the best time that I can, I feel not as satisfied. So I know I'm kind of talking myself in circles, but I think it's still a balance that I'm working on. And I think I did okay in Kungsleden, but I still had some times during that trip where like I, chose comfort over going a little farther. And I think the PCT it it went pretty well, and I think I found a better balance with the PCT, but I also learned just a lot about myself out there, and how I how I can be efficient and still make time for fun things. But of course, I'm always looking at things I could have done better. So I think it's like a constant battle.
Yeah.
So like on the like thinking about the PCT, because it's like big and recent and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like how did your experience in Virginia with kind of like it sounds like you kind of just like decided to quit, maybe without like fully thinking it through or like thinking about like other options. How did that kind of like play into, or did it, I guess, like on the PCT, kind of deciding to like not continue pursuing the record, but continuing to like pursue the PCT?
Yeah. I mean, what I like about how I approached the PCT, that it was never like from the beginning to the end, the effort was always there to do my best, and there was never a particular moment that it was like, oh well, I guess it's not a record. I mean, eventually that was just the reality because of I can't make up that much time, but like from a day a day to day, like I just always did the best I could on that day, like rather than saying, well, it's not a record anymore. It was just kind of like, well, why don't we just see what happens? So I mean, so I feel good about that. And it's like, maybe don't think of it as such a black and white thing, but yeah, just get out there and do your best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like taking each day as it comes and not like thinking about the whole thing all at once. And like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
And at some point, I mean, like if I were like truly hell bent on a record, eventually, I mean, you have to be thinking about the numbers and all of that every day, because it's like, well, if I kind of let something like a mile slip here and a mile slip there, eventually I'm making things like very hard on myself unnecessarily, because it's like, well, if you could eke out that extra 20 minutes, then do it, because 20 minutes over 50 plus day, like that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I mean, I guess like mentally, yeah, like I was like, if it's not a record, it's okay, but I'm just gonna like, I'm just gonna do me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think you ever want to go back to Virginia and like try that again?
It's been on my mind, and I don't know, like, I don't know when I would do it. I don't know if it would be this coming year, but I would really like to, because I think about it, and I mean, I love Virginia, and it's always just nice to like to be back and to revisit those places too. Like I have a lot of really good memories there, and it's a really special place. So it's like, why not? But yeah, I do feel a little bit like I have some unfinished business there. And I think part of it is like, yeah, I just want to maybe like for myself, like just do it right. And it's like, it's not for anybody else, and even not necessarily for a record. It's just like, I want to feel good about what I did, and I don't necessarily feel great about what I did or like how I went. And it was a learning lesson. Yeah.
Now, Liz, you are a frequenter of the Southeast and the Northeast. Liz is a frequenter of the Long Trail.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe one could say you have a FKT on the Long Trail. Can one say that? Going northbound, self-supported for women?
That is right.
Yeah. And you
but
also...
to be fair, it was the unsupported record that was just broken was faster than my time.
Overall.
So even
but you have the
I
you have northbound.
Even though it's like,
okay, but Liz has done a lot. Liz has also done SCAR, had the FKT on the SCAR. For those that don't know that, the Pinhoti. Liz is a frequenter.
East Coast girl.
She's an East Coast girlie. She is all over the South. She's also all over the North. If you had to choose one, the Southeast or the Northeast.
Oh.
And it's the Mason-Dixon line. We're talking about Pennsylvania is the North, and under Pennsylvania is the South. Where are we staying? Where are we hanging out?
Oh gosh. I don't want to be a traitor to my Boston. I'm not even Boston roots. I am a Boston resident. But I love the Southeast. Like I love the grassy balds. I love the Smoky Mountains. I mean, I love Virginia. I just like, I really, when people ask me my favorite parts of the AT, it's like, Max Patch. It just, I don't think it gets better than that. So.
Yes. Carver's Gap, either way going on Carver's Gap is just magical. So as a Southeast girly, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. You can't beat the Appalachians.
You can't beat them. They're never going to
You can't.
Yeah.
The Blue Ridge? Oh.
Well, Arlee, some would also call you a frequenter of the South as one who was born in the South and also born and raised in North Carolina.
Go Heels.
Now, bless your heart. Where
That was so good, as it
what
should be.
Arlee, where would you choose? Would you choose the southeast or the northeast?
Shoot, fire.
Because
That's a hard
for
question
those
to
that don't know,
answer.
Arlee is also in Vermont.
Yeah. Born and raised, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Go Heels. Now I
Woo.
live in Vermont. I feel really torn actually, because when I was growing up in North Carolina, like I didn't know the mountains at all.
Yeah.
It just like wasn't really a thing that my family did, maybe like once or twice. And so like mountains have really been an adult thing for me. And
Don't
so like
mind us.
I feel like really special about the AT section in North Carolina and like Virginia, because that's so special. But I don't know, I also love New England. But West Virginia is also in the South, and I do love West Virginia running.
Oh, same.
Yeah, it's so good. I feel pretty torn. I do like I might pick the South, however, but I know more of the Northeast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know like a lot more of the Northeast, I feel like, than the South.
It's like the choice between like schwacking and rock hopping, or running on smooth,
way better than
nice,
schwacking.
smooth, nice trail. Like that's
Did you say schwacking? Is that's what people, that's the thing?
I got from Arlee. Don't look at me. That's Arlee's doing.
I was like, wait, what's oh, I get it. Bushwhacking.
Like bushwhacking. Yeah.
Schwacking.
Yeah, nice schwack.
It's spelled SCH. Whacking. Schwacking.
You know, like when you go through overgrown wet trail and then you're soaked on a sunny, warm day.
Oh, yeah. I know all about that from the Cascades.
Yeah, nice schwack. maybe there's some nettle around.
Oh, we should make bumper stickers or like shirts that say, I just ran on this trail and all I got was a good schwacking.
Oh,
you know how they say like
funny.
I just yeah, but we'll workshop it. Okay.
Yeah, well, a bumper sticker would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got. Can I just talk real quick about the magnet I just got? It says Pussy Wagon.
We pulled up and I was like, "Is that your van?" Like, yeah. I was like, "Amazing."
Talking about bumper stickers. Yeah, I've been really getting into the bumper sticker magnet game. Yeah. Oh man,
incredible.
So good, Liz. Well, we have like a last question. You kind of like touched on this a little bit, but we always ask this and we're never like, the question is actually, it never gets resolved and there's never anything you could have done differently. But like the question is what should be done differently next time? But like what I'm trying to say is like, we ask that question, we're like, well, like that's just like the nature of these things. Like sometimes that just happens. So what do you think could have been done differently during your I guess your technical DNF?
I could have given myself a chance. I could have just plopped down, set up my tent and rested up. I could have hiked the actual AT instead of the old AT to just at least give yourself options. Yeah, just like don't close the door. It's not black and white, and keep it open, because you never know how you're going to feel even in like 12 hours.
Yeah.
And exactly. I had 12 hours of time. So I the record, I think Heather's record is a little under 13 days, but I was like, I think I can do it in 12 days. And that was silly, because it's like, you might need that extra day. And I had work. I had to get back for work. And so I didn't give myself, like I gave myself just enough time to finish the trail in 12 days. So I like self-sabotaged even before starting by not giving myself all of the time. And that was presumptuous of me. So like, just like be humble, give yourself the time you need just in case, give yourself options. The more flexible you can be, the better. I mean, I think those are good overall things to take into any kind of race or FKT attempt.
Yeah,
Those feel like really, like, I feel like those takeaways are different than ones that we've had before,
for sure.
which is,
Yeah.
I feel like usually it's like, I don't know, it seems like you just had a rough go. But like, that feels like really unique and like good perspective taking of like when you're really feeling in the pits, like just give it some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I live near the food kitchen, and there's a lot of people that like hang out down there, and somebody's yelling with all of their heart, singing "Zombie" by
They were singing?
Yeah, is that by the Cranberries?
Zombie.
Yeah,
Zombie.
he was performing for the entire neighborhood. It's incredible.
Wow,
Yeah,
what
it's
a
a good
special
song.
time.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Dolores.
Wait, is that the lead singer?
Yeah.
Oh, did she just die?
Oh.
She not recently, but she did in the last like 5 or 10 years. It doesn't feel like it was that long.
Wow.
It probably was.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. for sure. That was probably a tribute to her. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
R.I.P. Dolores. And also that's it for us. Arlee, do you have like anything else you want to like talk about, or like you want to like peruse?
It was so lovely to have you on, Liz. Thank you so much.
It was so lovely being on. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. How can we find you on Instagram, Liz?
I am at Pink Feathers on Instagram, and I have a newsletter that I put out once a week or so, also called Pink Feathers, and you can sign up for it at pinkfeathers.com.
Woo! Arlee?
You can find me at a.hisk on Instagram.
Tara?
So good. Tara.dower, and our DNF diaries is just that DNF. Is it DNF.diaries?
Yep, there's a dot in there.
Yeah, there's a dot in there somewhere. Just throw a dot anywhere you want, and
you'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it.
I just found it.
She just found it, and she's following.
Oh, great.
We just got a new follower.
Awesome.
How many followers we at? We're at 556. 556. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
go.
Oh my gosh. We probably have a review. Let me just find a review real quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I actually learned recently you cannot leave reviews on Spotify.
Oh, really?
So
can you rate?
You can rate it on Spotify, but you cannot leave reviews, which is pretty lame.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There are
How do you both
written
listen
reviews.
to podcasts?
I go on podcasts, the app on like Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Yeah. Oh, I use Spotify.
I use Apple.
Okay, I'm gonna just read. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, I haven't read this one yet, so I don't know what it's gonna be like. I might delete this if it's a bad one, but it has 5 stars. But anyways, this is August 5th, 2025. We've gotten a couple recent ones, so we have a lot to talk about, a lot of reviews. But this is from CC Climbs Mountains for Fun, and the title of it is Crushing Hard, and 5 stars. This is my moment to disclose that I have major crushes on Arlee and Tara. Cece, oh my God, I'm flattered. As Cece says, I mean, who doesn't? Their dry humor, their sarcasm, their love for East Coast running, their love for their friends.
Coming, Cece. I can't get enough of this.
And how beautiful am I? Can you describe that? My humor. Oh, you're just everything. The stories from Arlee's job. Oh yeah, we haven't gotten one of those yet. Next time.
Oh, we're back at it. Don't
Tara's
worry.
laugh. When I edit, Cece said my laugh, but like when I edit, I'm like, oh my gosh, can you stop laughing?
Oh my gosh, your
so
laugh
much?
is
But thank
fantastic.
you, Cece. And then Arlee's Vermont Grit. Arlee, you got Vermont Grit.
Wow.
And then their ultra updates that keep me informed. The list of things I love about these two incredible people is never ending. Tara asked for more reviews, so I hope I delivered. Love y'all.
Oh, Cece, you delivered.
Oh,
you
Cece,
delivered. Sign
delivered
seal delivered.
Yeah, thank you so much. It makes me like I'm blushing a little bit right now.
Me too.
Oh, so good.
Rosy cheeks.
All right. I love you, Arlee. I'll talk to you. I'll probably talk to you sooner. Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everybody. See ya.